Hi, welcome to another video with me, Anna Tarot. I've been making some short videos on the mindset that we need to have while on the spiritual path or while making the spiritual journey. These messages are completely from my own experiences, things that I have tried and have worked for me. So there is no hard and fast rule. My intention is to create videos just for if you want a quick reference, if you want to quickly confirm what you're feeling, if you have a question that is playing on your mind and you want to know how you need to react in a situation, or if you just want a different opinion about something. These are some of the topics that I have, or some of the situations that I have faced on my journey, and these are the ways that I have dealt with these situations, and I just wanted to share them through this video for anybody that is looking for a way to receive some sort of a confirmation, or maybe even if you want to feel like you're talking to a friend, somebody who gets you, somebody who understands you. I want these videos to feel like that kind of a friend that is talking on a topic that you are interested in. So now that you have recognized that you've been stuck in self victimization in some area of your life, and you've noticed it, and you've decided that you want to do something about it, you want to move past it, and you've noticed certain loopholes that you can work on to get out of the situation or make the situation a little better. So, what should you do spiritually to create the life that you want? Why spiritually? Because why not? If God said, ask and you shall receive, why not ask and receive? And I think it's always a better way to let the divine or God or the creator do the work for us while we sit back and enjoy the benefits, rather than us having to physically deal with the planning, the plotting, the everything that happens when you're trying to make a change in your life. But obviously, you cannot just ask and receive. There is something that you have to do. There is always a give and take, there is always a cause and effect, and we need to always remember this. I think it's easier for us to do the work energetically and let God sort out, or the Creator sort out the details on how things need to happen for us to receive the things that we want to receive or that we deserve in this lifetime. So, now the next question is, how do you do the work, or what work do you need to do when all roads seem to be blocked or everything seems impossible? While there are several roads we can take to working on these situations or working on these improvements, for example, you could go down the path of astrology, where you wear certain stones or certain metals, and you let the the stones or these metals clear the path for you, or the blockages for you. Or you go down the path of witchcraft, where you call on certain deities to come and help you clear these paths for you, and so on and so forth. There are so many different ways that we can go about doing this. But if you're not sure how those things are going to work out, or they might be too expensive for you, you don't have the means to spend for things like this, then I think the easier way would be for us to raise our vibrations on our own, for us to do the work on our own. So if you've chosen my way of where you do the work on your own and you raise your vibration on your own, there are going to be certain roadblocks you will hit mentally, because when we change as a person and the surrounding remains the same, then we have to adopt certain mentalities or certain mental practices that will allow us to deal with these changes within ourselves and constantness of our surroundings or our environment. But the basic idea is to do everything that we do with the having the intention of love in the as the root of it, or as the base of it. So that is love for self and love for everybody else around us. And so that is where our main intention is, and then our actions are around this. So coming back to doing the work, what does it look like? Always be your authentic self. This is extremely important, and I also most of my videos you'll hear me talking about this, because the reason being, energy never lies. So we can think one way and act one way and tell ourselves and tell everybody else around us something, but we can never hide the vibration of what we are actually thinking and feeling, the thought behind the thought. So it is always important for us to be our most authentic self, uh, because once we get used to being our authentic self, we are naturally raising our vibration, and we are that is something we don't need to think about, because we are constantly being in that vibration. Number two, always act from kindness for self and everybody else around us. Try and understand what we are wanting to do on this spiritual journey is we are wanting source to give us the life that we want. So we are wanting source to create for us the life that we want, or we should be having, or we deserve to have in this lifetime, right? So, and source is the energy of source is love. So we have to meet that energy at the same vibration. So just as important it is to always be a true authentic self, it is that important to always operate from a sense of love and kindness for self and for everybody else around us as well. It is extremely important. Number three is set out your intentions. What do you want to receive? What is the kind of life that you want to have in this lifetime? How do you want it to be? You want to have financial abundance, you want to have peace, you want to have security, right? So set out these intentions into the universe. But what I mean here, when we say set this intention out to the universe, it doesn't mean that we are constantly thinking about, I need to have money, I need to have peace, I need to have, all of these things. We need to set an intention for what we want in the future, but at the same time, we need to be happy with where we are now. It is only when we can be content in the now can we materialize the future, or can we materialize the intention for the future. Number four, notice the opportunities you get on a daily basis to do one act of kindness, to be your authentic self, to get one step closer to what it is you want. Because on a daily basis, throughout the day, every day, we come across many, many opportunities in the form of situations that make us choose constantly on how we want to act and how we want to behave, and basis the choices we make in that time, we will be generating the karma, and we would be either getting closer to our goals or far away from our goals. So notice the opportunities that you get in a day to be kind to somebody, to help somebody, to be kind to yourself, to make a change in your life, to do something that you've never done before. Anything, it could be the smallest and the slightest thing. The biggest changes are in the smallest things that we do for ourselves and others. Number five, and the most important, have faith that the Lord will provide. Many of us find it very difficult to have faith in things that we do not see, in things that do not have a label, in things that are not scientifically proven. But the path to spirituality is just that. There is no explanation and there is no proof. If you believe it is, then it is, and if you believe it isn't, then it isn't. There isn't any other way to do this. So you have faith that the things that you are asking for is going to come into your life. Number six, open your mind and let go of how you think your desires are going to come into your life. Once we set an intention for what we want, we need to have an open mind to allow it to come in any way, shape, and form. By restricting ourselves to we want things in a particular way, or things are going to come through a particular person or a particular situation, we are restricting the opportunity, we are contracting the opportunity for things to materialize in our lives. But when we have no restriction, when we let go of the restriction, we broaden the opportunity and we broaden the road for those things to come in any way, shape, or form. These steps might sound very easy, or they might not sound like anything at all. But trust me, when you start doing the work, for those of you that are already doing the work, and for those of you that want to start doing the work, when you do start doing the work, you will realize robbing a bank is so much more easier. Oftentimes, we feel like we need to physically be doing something always if we want to get somewhere in life, or if we want to get something in life. But that is really not true. It is true if you are the one that wants to provide those things for yourself. It is true if you are going to be the one that is going to make things happen. But if you want the universe to provide, and if you want God to provide for you, then you don't really have to do much. All you need to do is have faith, have a kind heart, have an open mind. That is all that you need to do. And this itself is a lot of work to do. When we decide to let God show us the way, or let the Creator lead the way, we need to get out of our own way. The way we do that is to stop planning, plotting, and to start being, which means that we act from instinct rather than planning. We let our instincts guide us, we let our inner voice guide us, because we may not know what is right and what is wrong. Our physical form, our physical brain might not know what is right and what is wrong, but our higher self and our soul already knows what is right and what is wrong for us, and it speaks to us in instincts. We need to let that voice guide us if we want to get anywhere in life and get through in a good way. I personally believe that when we create things for ourselves, when we do the work ourselves, we're always worried that it might go away somewhere. But if we let the universe provide it for us, it's always going to be, because what is meant for us will always be ours. Nobody can take that away from us. So, here are some simple steps to keep you motivated on the journey. Number one, challenge yourself every day to be your truest, honest self. Trust me, it is a challenge. There will be so many situations and so many times where you want to do as others expect, or you want to be like everybody else. But if you're doing it consciously, you will notice that you have a choice in the situation, and making that choice is going to take a lot from you, especially if it is something new that you are attempting. Number two, challenge yourself to show love and kindness even in situations that do not call for it or don't deserve it. Yes, another challenge. There will be times when you so desperately want to tell off people, when you want to be rude, when you want to act in the way the other people are acting with you, or you want to retaliate to somebody else's rudeness or somebody else's rude behavior. So choosing love and kindness in that situation is really a challenge. We're not called to be doormats for anybody. Choosing love and kindness even in these situations does not make you a doormat. There is always a limit to everything. And when you walk the journey, when you start to do this work, you will realize situations that call for your attention and you really need to act, and situations which you can just let go because it's only going to drain your energy. And once you understand this, you will realize it is not about being a doormat, it is just choosing to be the bigger person. Number three, remember everything is cause and effect. Whatever we do today is what is going to lead to the events that will happen tomorrow. So be very careful with your choices. Be very careful with what you choose today because it will turn out to be your tomorrow. There is no shortcut. You have to do the hard work on this journey. It is all about self growth. It is all about learning and understanding yourself and your own limitations and developing your own self on a day to day basis to be better you are today than you were yesterday. And number four is my favorite. Once you start to see the miracles in your day to day life, it will be motivation enough for you to keep on the journey, for you to know that you are on the right path and keep on your journey. So I hope this helps you. I hope this video and this topic helps you in some sort of way to stay on your path. Or if you aren't on the path, then get onto the path because it is so much easier than having to deal with the politics in every area of our lives. Thank you so much for watching. Love and light.